Y'all gonna be mad at me for this one. I can't wait to see the comment section after this. I don't give a f. I'm about to go in. Retro God, back at your neck piece like Tech Fleece. And on today's episode, we're taking a look at them Jordan Zion ones that y'all was hating on me in the comment section about. We about to throw them on the turntable real quick. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go to the turntable. All right, YouTube family, let's check out this upper on the Zions and see if it's everything it's like, you know, what all the hype is about. As usual, we're gonna take a look at this upper and we're gonna break her down and see what's going on with these hoes. Right off the bat, I can tell you that this shoe is kind of light. It's just a bit of a light shoe. There's not much weight to it, and obviously that's what they were looking to do. So the first thing you're gonna notice is we have this TPU textile upper. Now, this stuff is really thin. It's very strong and has a very high textile strength, but it's super breathable and it's very lightweight, and it's very similar to what you'd find on, like, you know, one of those trainers or like a Nike trainer or something. But you know, for the most part, it's just a super durable textile upper. I'm not like a huge fan of this, just simply because there's not much to it in the first place. All right, so let me just first off say that, like, I'm a Zion fan. First of all, I love Zion, don't get me wrong, but I expect much higher quality from his first PE. I don't care. Jordan Branson be breaking a buck if he's the first Gen Z player to come out and represent the new wave of this brand. Y'all gotta hook him up. You gotta hook him up, man. You can see here they taped up the binding between the textile uppers, just like on the Nike, on the LeBron 18 low, same kind of deal. But you have your Z branding, which is obviously the Zion branding. You know, he wears that in his hair. That's his signature, kind of like, you know, the Z stands for Zion. You know, you have some nylon lace loops that come through the upper here. And this mesh is very strong, but it's super breathable and it's almost see-through, to tell you the truth. You can almost see right through this stuff. Now, I already know the Zion fanboys is hating and all of that, but yo, it is what it is, dog. I call it how I see it. Spade is spade all day. You already know I'm gonna give you that real deal holy feel. Now, this toe box actually has a kind of I don't want to say it's like nubuck, but it has like a simulated nubuck feel to it, or some sort of like at least a softer kind of a feel than this rest of this mesh. This mesh is very coarse and it's very, you can tell it's very breathable. Your foot is never gonna overheat in this shoe. I can almost guarantee you that. It does feel nice and smooth though. I gotta give it that. That does feel nice on the toe box. Tip of the toe box, you have your Jordan branding, you have your nylon laces, and you have this textile upper tongue that has padding basically placed throughout, and you know, in between the laces, that kind of is just gonna help cutting off circulation in your foot if you tie these too tight. But you know, you have some holes there, some more mesh to help with breathability in the shoe. Now, I ain't even gonna lie, these to me strike me as a teenager shoe. These look like kid shoes to me, and it's kind of the same reason I didn't really mess with the Jordan 35 or the 34, because they just seem like teeny bopper shoes. Zion Williamson branding on the top of the tongue in gold. That looks pretty cool, but when you get up close to this, man, I'm not 100% sure that gold is gonna stay on there forever, man. It looks like one of those golds that's gonna rub off after a while, and it almost looks like it's kind of rubbing off, to tell you the truth, already. And like nothing even happened to the shoe yet. Lightweight tongue, lightweight shoe, textile materials. That's what you get, man. Now, pretty much what you're paying for in the shoe is the tech setup, because we all know this upper, well, at least I know this upper ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it at all. The silhouette of the toe box is pretty slim. The same thing is on the very inside of the shoe. It's just a TPU textile upper, man. Lace loops are basically just flaps of textile that come out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. The cuff of the shoe has the Zion Williamson, you know, branding in that writing that I believe might have come from his brother, his little brother or whatever, and that the branding they did on the other shoes. So that might be actual. They might have actually taken drawings and designs from Zion's brother, so that might have been where that originated. I found it funny how people was hating on me in the comments, saying I was a hater and all that, and then a couple other big shoe tubers said that these shoes had problems, and then all of a sudden they ain't a problem no more. Go figure. You got the Zion Williamson tag on the back, and once again, man, it almost looks like that gold is gonna like flake off after a while, and I don't know how to put it, but it just looks like that's gonna rub off, or this is gonna pull off, and I don't feel like that's very premium, and it kind of sucks. But you know, Zion branding, nylon pull tab, and that's gonna keep, you know, it's gonna do a good job of getting your feet up there. But one thing I don't like about this shoe, so let's get into some stuff I don't like real quick, and that's this tongue. Let me pull this lace, let me pull this shoehorn out for a second so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now, the texture on this tongue really upsets me. I'm not even gonna lie, man. This looks like some sort of, I'm gonna go ahead and say this looks like a dish rag. This feels like dish rag material. It feels like tablecloth, or what you'd use to clean your dishes or whatever, man. Tablecloth. Yeah, dish rag. I said it. The build quality. Even if you look on the inside of the shoe, it's really flimsy and just, it's like very flappy and flimsy, and it almost looks like it got burnt in certain parts of the shoe. If you can see there, you know, I don't even know what that is. It's like a burn mark there. You know, you got another one here, and I guess it's just how they heat welded the shoe together. They, you know, they use the heat treating system to kind of get the two textiles together. And as of right now, another awful thing is this is pretty much the only wearable colorway. All the other ones are, oh god, Jordan branding. And you know, it's, I will say this though, this insole is super soft, man. That insole is super soft. It almost feels like memory foam. So that's one thing that they did a really good job on, was that insole. One thing that my girlfriend actually noticed before I did is she put her hand in the shoe to feel what, like, pull out the insoles, and she noticed that they were actually cut very short, meaning that the insoles didn't actually go to the tip of the shoe. They were kind of like, there was a little bit of a gap. Has anybody noticed that there's a gap in between the tip of the shoe and your insole? Let me know in the comment section if you guys notice that. Midsole is made of Phylon here, and it's a nice white. Here's where we're gonna get into the tech of the shoe. You got the outsole here, and you have a very aggressive pattern. It almost looks like a fingerprint, but I feel like this has been done before. And where have I seen it done? Oh yeah, on the Kawhi Leonard 4 bounces. Very similar outsole design. You have this almost like an arrow, and you have the Jordan branding in the middle. You know, outsoles, clear outsoles, you all know how I feel about those, man. Wear them twice, they finished. Another clear outsole, yeah. And you basically have some more aggressive pattern on the outsole here. Also, if you guys notice, there's some writing here on the shoe on the outsole, and you also have some writing here just below it. And what it actually says is, it says Sharonda, Coach Noah, and Tyreek, Spartanburg, Jonakin, Flo, Town, Durham. And obviously those are things and people that are close to Zion, like his brother, his mom, his coach, his high school team or whatever. Shock the World on the heel here. Let's Dance right here on the outsole. And all these things are kind of hidden because it's on a clear sole. So the outsole here says Air Zoom, and once again, it's kind of hidden as well. You kind of have to like shine the light on it. So one of the big features of the shoe is this massive outrigger. Now, I don't know if you guys can see how far out that sticks. That's like a full inch outside of the shoe. And I guess, like, you know, Jordan Brand wasn't willing to have Zion pop out of the shoe like he did in them Kyries, man. So they made sure that you have very good side to side lateral movement. So if these are so bad, why are they sitting on Nike.ca then? Why are they sitting? Now, I will say I have put these shoes on and I've worn them slightly. You're going to notice that obviously it has a stacked zoom unit in the forefront of the shoe. So what I will say is these shoes definitely fit a lot and very similar to the LeBron 17s. Now, if you guys remember from my LeBron 17 review, they basically feel like you're on a platform, man. It feels like you're riding high up on the shoe, despite what the shoe looks and how close it is to the ground. Now, I will say one thing. When you do put the shoe on as well, you're gonna notice that this part of the shoe really creeps up, and it feels like you're sitting mainly on this part of the shoe. So this part of the shoe actually feels like it's raised above the ground, and it's just one of those things where you can really tell that most of the tech is stacked in the front of the shoe, whereas there's not much tech at the back at all. And I know it is a full-length Air Strobel unit, but really because of the stacked zoom in the front, it feels like this shoe is very high up, and it feels like it's propped up in the forefront. So now it looks like, based off the sales, half of y'all that was saying these shoes are so hype, you didn't even cop. What's up with that? If you're on the balls of your feet often when you're playing ball, and you know what I mean, you have an aggressive forward stance, these are going to be good for you, man. If you're a guard, if you're a power forward, these are going to be really good for you, especially once again if you're attacking on the front of your foot as opposed to being a heel striker. These are really meant to be playing on the forefront of the foot, and because that's where all the tech is for the most part. Now, one thing that is fire about these shoes is the price point, so I mean, you can't really hate there. Shoes should cost more around that price to begin with, even signature models. Stacked air units and zoom, and you know, they put all the tech from this shoe basically in the midsole, so that's basically what you're paying for with these, man. The opposing shoe has a Jordan brand on the tongue as well, as opposed to the Zion branding, you know. And like, for all you guys that was hating on me in the comments, man, it is what it is. All you're getting with this shoe is pure textile. You're getting a very lightweight shoe that you're gonna be very happy with if you're playing exclusively basketball. You know, it's not one of those shoes that I feel like anybody's gonna be wearing out in the street casually, just because it's like, it ain't that fly. Like, it ain't that fly, you know what I mean? I can find similar black and white shoes from Jordan brand that are just as cool shaped and designed silhouette wise, but yo, the reality is most of these shoe tubers are too scared to give you their actual opinion on these shoes, because they're scared of like not getting sponsorships. Oh, they ain't gonna seed me with shoes. Yo, I'm gonna care about that. I'm gonna give you that real tea every time, because it ain't about that, bro. I'm about honesty, and I want people to have the actual real review, and especially for people my age or people that like know their shoes and know their materials, you guys aren't gonna be happy with certain shoes. So I'm just keeping it 100, man. You gotta keep it a buck when you're doing the shoe tubing. Actually, yo, hold on. Yo, Nike, what happened? You guys sent me a mashup box, dog. The unboxing experience was kind of crazy for me, because not only did this shoe come from France and take extra long, but yo, the box came mashup. Like, dog, what happened, Nike? What happened? I'm glad to get this shoe in hand, but anyways, yeah, you're looking at black and white box. You got Zion branding on the front, and you have Zion Williamson _ Jumpman. Now let's take a look at the sizing, just so y'all don't think I'm capping and these is fake or something like that. Jordan Zion 1 black / metallic gold white, size 10. When you open the box, you do get this nice Zion paper here, and it's a nice touch. But yeah, that's it for the box though. Anyways, I feel like these are super functional basketball shoes. If you're playing ball, these are definitely going to be very lightweight, and they're going to have a decent amount of tech. If you're a big player, then you know, I'm kind of interested in how these are playing for you guys. How many of you guys copped, man? Let me know if you guys actually grabbed these. Are you planning on getting them? Because you know, if Zion does do some spectacular things in the NBA, I'm gonna be eating my words and wish I had these in the closet. No, I won't care. But even still, it's gonna be like, oh, I had them and I could have kept them. Now, when it comes to sizing, because these are textile shoes, I obviously am going to suggest you go true to size. Definitely, that's usually how it is with textiles. You don't want to go up too much, you don't want to go down too much, because there's gonna be a whole lot of extra play that you don't want. Now, as I said, man, the tech in these shoes is great. The insole feels magical. It feels like, you know, memory foam or whatever, and it feels super plush and soft. And there's, you know, when you depress the shoe, you can actually feel the shape of it stay in there. So I'm wondering what they use for the insole. Very comfortable, but once again, it's a shoe that rides. You feel like you're up on a platform. You feel like you're riding up a bit higher. So if you're used to having a lot of court feel and you're used to being low to the ground, then these might not be the shoes for you. But if you do like the feel of LeBron 17s and you like all that tech and you like to be bouncy, you know what I mean, you like to be playing up on the forefront of your shoe, on the front of the shoe, then yeah, man, these might be for you. You ever wonder why they say the Jordan brand athletes sponsorships are cursed and the shoes that they have are cursed? All these Jordan brand shoes? Well, yeah, this is why. Because you guys got to start giving it up on the materials, man. Y'all got to start giving up on these materials. Yo, Zion might eat through these, eh? Zion's a big guy, don't get it wrong. There's a lot of force he's gonna put on these shoes, and these textiles ain't exactly super thick. They're strong, but they ain't thick. I'm still wondering about how these are going to hold up long term. So if you guys have these and you're playing basketball in them, let me know in the comment section. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. You know we got the On Foot coming up next, so make sure you guys don't miss out on that. Let me know what you guys think of these. Were these poorly made? Do you think that Jordan brand gave us a good budget shoe to play ball in, or they did Zion dirty and they gave him kind of like a cheap man shoe and kind of slapped a bunch of tech in it and called it a signature? Anyways, if you guys disagree with me, let me know know in the comment section, man. I mean, some of you guys must have obviously had the shoe and tried it on foot and actually played with it. And you know, for an actual basketball shoe, very functional basketball shoe. But can you wear it off court? I don't know if I would. But you know, that's just it. This is a functional basketball shoe, and that's all it's made for. Straight up basketball. Let the wars begin in the comment section, because I already know some of y'all is gonna be hating on me. But anyways, yeah, man, Retro Guy, you already know I'm gonna bring you guys the illest reviews in Canada. Until next time, wear what you like, not what's the hype. On foot coming up.